When artists play, amazing things can happen. You may have played a drawing game called Exquisite Corpse, where paper is folded and portions are drawn by different artists. This game was invented 100 years ago and it's still popular today. Why? The humor, driven by the energy of collaboration, the freedom to draw whatever crazy thing you want to without judgment. It's just good creative fun. So here's another drawing game for you to try, one with a little twist. Have you ever looked for objects in the shapes of clouds? Probably most of us have at one time or another. Psychology calls the act of seeing faces, animals, and likenesses in random objects pareidolia. It's a natural common function of a person's eyes and brain working together to define what they are seeing. What's interesting is that everyone sees things a little differently, even when viewing the exact same object. Like Exquisite Corpse, this game is something that requires collaboration between participants, with the freedom to use your imagination and interpret things your own way. Start with a piece of soft aluminum wire and bend it into a circle so that the ends touch each other. Wrap a piece of electrical tape or duct tape around the ends so that you have a closed circle. Next, bend the wire to make a shape. Oh, this wire is nice and easy to bend with your fingers, but you could also use a small pair of pliers in order to get tighter bends. Place the wire on a piece of drawing paper and press it down so that it lies fairly flat. If you'd like to use a little bit of masking tape to hold it in place, you can do so. Next, trace the contour either on the inside or the outside of the shape, like so. Now, a contour line defines the shape of something without describing any values. Look carefully at the shape and turn the paper to view all angles. Does the contour remind you of anything? Here's a few prompts to help you get started. First of all, do you see anything that reminds you of a human being, a face or a figure? The fact is that most people will see faces first. That's because we're conditioned to look for faces since birth. So much so that we often see faces when they aren't really there. Remember when I mentioned pareidolia? Now you'll notice that I took a little creative freedom and went outside the lines in a few places. Second only to faces, we often see animals, especially those with distinct features. A protrusion like this might make you think of, an elephant's nose perhaps. Turn it this way, you might see some rabbit ears. Here's the rabbit ears. It also became a giraffe's head, a hippopotamus in a tutu, a dragon, and even a very silly horse in a hat. Stretch your imagination a little bit. You might see part of a plant, food, or a machine. If the overall shape isn't inspiring a particular image, just fill in a portion that does. If it's still not inspiring anything, just fill it in with a random design, something abstract. Draw what the contour line speaks to you, even if it's silly or exaggerated. If you're leading the activity, you might want to set a time limit, 2 to 5 minutes for working, and then pass the wire to the next artist, and get one from the person next to you. Draw some more with your new shape, then pass it along to the next artist and keep going until the page is filled. Of course, if you'd like to, you can refine your drawings by adding color or shading. When the activity is over, look for all the different interpretations that each individual artist found in a shape and get ready to laugh. Contour collaborations will spark creativity, fire up imaginations, and bring out the inner comic. We've got more to learn and all the art supplies you need on our website at dickblick.com.